music.
Okay. Hey.
Oh, we're matchy.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Hello.
All right. So what's going on? Hey, Samantha. Hey, Donna. Hey, Katie.
Hello. Welcome, everybody. So we're slowly wrapping up October. And
Yes, we are. It's what is it? It's 26th of October, guys.
yeah, it's getting there.
Hello,
Only,
Camille. I didn't realize you were in Utah. Utah. Is it? It's warm in Utah, right?
I don't know, I think they get a winter in Utah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so.
There's some snow. Hey, June.
So Hannah's kicking it off today.
I'm going backwards. I'm going a little backwards, guys. We have only 5 days till Halloween, so I think it's still enough time for you guys to make some Halloween cookies. So I'm gonna be doing some super simple. Anyone can do
Last
these.
minute. So it's last minute kicking the
Yes.
caboose to finally do it.
Oh, it's 39 degrees in Utah. Wow, it's very cold. Okay,
Where's
this
your
is better.
hands?
I've got mess behind me. Sorry.
No problem.
All right. Oops. All right, so this is, oh, Facebook kicked you out. 39 degrees. So this is a pretty big pumpkin cookie I've got here. And I also have a smaller one. I don't know now the size, I don't know, but we're gonna show you a couple designs today. So let's start with okay, I'm trying to find my, okay, here we go. My marker. I wonder if you're gonna guess what I'm making, okay? Hey, ladies in black. Yes, this is totally unplanned. It's unplanned. We didn't really speak about dressing up or anything. Okay.
They
I'm using
suggest
my, yes, what is
they
it?
suggest just one color during live streams because if it's a print, supposedly it's not good.
Yes, I did. Yes, I know. I know, but I don't always have one color. All right. So do you know what I'm making, guys?
Oh,
Anyone?
Donna still needs to make her Halloween cookies. So
Oh, good. So this will be perfect. So this is a great cutter, very much universal cutter, I would say, for a lot of different things, not just for the pumpkin. You can also use character cookies. You can also use it for character cookies. I actually have a blog post that includes 10 different, or even maybe even more, 10 different designs using this cutter. It's on my blog, hanyelas.com.
So June is guessing Frankenstein. Maria Frankenstein.
Yeah, I guess it's the green, huh? To make the green, I don't know what you do to make electric green, but if you don't have electric green, I always use lemon yellow and then I add some green, like leaf green, and it works really great for bright electric green.
Gives it a little pop. V Mogler, I hope you feel better. A broken ankle sounds terrible.
Well, it's terrible. Do you have it in a cast? I wonder, or crutches, huh? Broken ankle is definitely a crutches, right, situation.
But I saw the craziest thing the other day. Remember Ryan had hurt his
Yes.
his hip pointer thing? Well, there's a thing now somebody invented. You bend your leg, and it's basically what do you call those? Gosh, now again, my brain.
Crutches?
Of crutches, but it's like a thing you attach to your knee. So your leg is bent and it attaches to your knee. So you can press on your knee, right? The weight can be, so you're walking around, your leg is bent. It was awesome. The people were
Oh,
walking.
I see what you mean. That they walk with so the
Yes.
knee is bent and then there is something.
Yes.
A new invention. So no need for crutches.
Exactly. It was genius. It was like.
I love the crutches. Crutches are respect because you show up with crutches and everybody is afraid of you.
Yes.
Or you know what I mean? I had crutches in school.
She's in a boot.
And
She said she's got.
she's in the boot. No, I mean, no, I'm boot, non-weight bearing. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this one is slightly crusted. Ideally, you see how shiny, and I actually have some air bubbles there. You see still, it's pretty shiny. I flooded this maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. You want this to be a bit more crusted like than this for this next step. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway.
I'm just going to interrupt you then, Han, because your cookie's a perfect shape, and Rhonda wants. She's having a lot of trouble keeping her cookies the correct shape.
Spreading. Okay, so I don't know what recipe you use. I have a recipe on my blog, and also without the ads is listed in my coffee shop. If you wanted to check that out, I use sugar cookie recipe, and now you can play with the ratio of baking powder. I generally now don't add any baking powder, or I will add maybe quarter teaspoon. Also very crucial is the butter temperature. If your butter is very soft when you are creaming it with sugar, it usually leads to spreading of your cookies. And also another thing is I've had experience that the silicone mats, my cookies would always spread if I use silicone mats. I don't know whether it's because the heat would get to the cookie
faster.
No, I mean slower.
Slow,
because of the silicone. I mean slower. So then at the foot it would be like spread.
Oh, yes,
so I only use now you could use Marlon introduced these to me, perforated mats. They're fantastic. Perforated mats or parchment.
And a last ditch thing is cornstarch. You could add
cornstarch or so. Yes.
Yeah, cornstarch to your thing. Hello, Joseph.
If you're really hi Joseph. If you are really struggling, then skip the granulated sugar and use powdered sugar. Powdered sugar is less prone to spread if you're using it in a cookies.
And there's the cornstarch in that, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna use black. This is about 15 seconds or so.
It is a pirate crutch. That's exactly right, Anne. That's it.
Oh, that's how it's called. Oh well, it's a good name.
Hi, Karen.
So now I'm gonna go around the hairline. And I don't like to use my scribe around the hairline much. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the pressure on the bag. So more icing is going to come out. You see, and then I won't have to do the scribe around the hairline.
A knee scooter. That sounds like an interesting contraption.
A knee scooter. Well, I hope I never have to use it. I tried using a scooter Remember a couple months ago, I told you that I was using a scooter. It's not the same because you had told me that you had a scooter that was going how fast? You said
Mine was
you said
100
like, you
kilometers
said
an
like
hour.
some insane speed, but I don't think we are talking about the same scooter. I mean the one with a flat platform that you put your foot on. You
Yes,
meant
yes,
you actually meant the motorized one, right? Like a
yes, yes.
okay. So no, so I meant the one with the board. Yes.
Feel
Yeah,
free,
it's not.
Joseph.
Oh, no
Joseph,
problem. We are just starting, so I'm glad you could make it. All right, so you could leave it as is, but I'm going to complicate things. I'm going to add some sanding sugar. Ideally, you want to use black sanding sugar if you have some. If you don't have any, you could also use, I'm going to be using white sanding sugar. And if I
there's
can
Hans
find,
blog on the screen.
yes. I actually have all of these designs also on my blog and more.
And there's her Instagram and her
If you
coffee
in
shop.
10 pumpkin decorated cookies or something like that, it will come up. Now, like I said, before you add sanding sugar to your design, you want the green part to be thickly crusted. Mine is not. The reason you want it crusted so it's the sanding sugar is not sticking. How do you get rid of air bubbles in your royal icing? Now, what you can do, you can first thing, not don't add too much water to your royal icing. That will also increase the number of air bubbles. And you can cover it with food wrap or kitchen towel or something like a damp towel for like 20, 30 minutes. And then what I like to do, I take the bowl. So imagine this is my bowl, right? And I will firmly bang it on the surface and the bubble starts to pop. You can then take your scribe or something and just very kind of gently go around the surface, just on the top to pop more bubbles. You can then cover it again and proceed to do that again if you have like an excessive amount of bubbles. Sometimes they can be really, really annoying, I know. But okay. So let me add this. So I'm gonna try to oops, I'm using this one. This is my little silicone cup. You have those too, right? Aren't they awesome?
They are.
So it's great because you can fold it and it holds sprinkles or whatever. So I'm just gonna aim to cover the black part, the hair.
Jennifer already got snow. Ugh,
Who? Jennifer
Jennifer.
got snow 4.5 inches last night. Really? Wow. Okay, we're getting rain here, but no snow. That's early, no? It's only end of October. Is that an indicator that it's going to be strong winter?
I don't know.
That will be interesting. Okay, so now I'm going to try to demonstrate how to do the ice. If you freeze your cookie dough and bake it later date, can you refreeze those cookies once they're baked and decorated? Yes. I would say yes. If you freeze your cookie dough unbaked, and then let's say you want to bake even now, guys, it's time to actually get ready for the Christmas. You can actually prepare. I have a blog post about how to freeze cookies, so you can actually bake unbaked cookies. You can cut them out, freeze them on a flat tray, and then once they are frozen, you're able to handle them and place them in freezer safe containers. Place them between like parchment or something, so if God forbid your freezer dies or something, so they're not sticking to each other, and you can then use them. And then you can bake them, decorate them, and then you can freeze them again. Right? Would you say? Would you agree?
In my case, I've not had great success freezing long-term raw cookies. Like they don't bake well.
Well, I would say 3 months tops.
Yeah,
I would
me
say
like a week.
no.
They
Oh, really? Then
when I
what happens?
they just like get wonky. Like they look weird. Maybe it's my
Really?
recipe or there's so many variables from your ingredients to prep and all that. And so for me, in my case, whenever I've baked a raw cookie that has been frozen a long time, it does not work for me. So I bake them and freeze them baked. And then,
Okay, so you bake them and freeze them, but then you
yes.
wouldn't refreeze them, would you?
No, then I would pull them out, like, and I need to decorate them, like, whatever, like when I need to decorate them, and then they'd be ready to go.
So Diana, so that's how you stir, what you stir with. No, I wouldn't stir with a whisk. I would use like a flat spatula. Maybe even like when you're stirring, like try to with the spatula, like sometimes go around the side of the bowl, like flat, so you can kind of flat. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to. Can you explain
Just a
what I mean?
spatula that doesn't, you don't want to reintroduce air. The whole point of this bubble problem is air. So you're trying to not over kind of like, the whisk is to introduce air. That's the whole point of that tool. Yes, Jeremy. Once you've spent winter in Alaska, I would imagine this is like Florida.
Wow, you spend. Oh, this is too bright. Okay, you spend winter in Alaska. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to do the eyes. All right. So this green icing, it's just barely crusted, but we can still do it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make holes or a little dent for the eyes, just so I know where to pipe it. So what I do, you want to kind of find the center and then kind of figure out where you want your eye. So I'm just gonna poke a little. I'm just gonna make a little dent there. Okay, just so I know where to pipe the eye. And I'm going to.
Sorry, Sally's saying she does freeze twice. If it's working for you, then perfectly fine. You know what I mean? If it's working for you, it's not wrong if it's working for you.
Oh, my icing is false.
Oh, I don't think, Pam, that Pan is going to be doing that.
Oh, Pam, sorry, I'm not in the States anymore. It would be lovely. It was wonderful. Did you take the class with me? I guess. Thank you for taking the class. But I do give online classes now, so you can check on Global Belly in my shop. I don't have a class coming up now, but I hope I hope to get a Christmas one going. Okay, so there. So now I'm going to do the eyes. So can you see? I'm making this really big because we're gonna do eyelids. Now to smooth them, you want to use your scribe and just go back and forth. And while it's still wet, you can do the pupil. So the white part is Clara, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me, please, if I am. Yes, current class went well. I had fun. I hope folks who attended had fun as well. Now we can also do reflection. It's got quite big eyes, huh? And to do the reflection, you can just use a little bit of icing, push the icing out of the bag, and then use your scribe to pick it up, just the tip of the scribe, and then you can place it just on the edge of black and white. Okay, there. And then we have to let the eyes crust. Now to make the eyes, I use thicker icing because I didn't want to have any cratering. You could also make the eyes ahead of time, and these would be great transfers and just have lots of eyes pre-made. I also have some small eyes here. These are actually built-on pre-made eyes. You could actually use these. They come in different sizes if you don't want to bother. Oh yeah, so the black people always think, so that's the consistency. You could also use a little trick. You can pipe, what you can do before you do the eyes, you can pipe a little dot in the center and let it crust and then pipe over it. And this little dot, once crusted, is going to act as a support so you won't have the cratering happening. Okay, so now we're gonna do, what time is it? Okay, I'm gonna do the nose. Now we're just gonna do the mouth.
That's awesome, Jeremy. That's a nice day. He went. He took his son. He took his son to Legoland. Like, it's one of those moments where you're like, oh, I'm going there
Oh,
for
I
the
don't know if
first
it's your son or yourself. Did he take his son or yourself? I want to go to Legoland. I really want to go. Have you been?
It is. Yes, I did go when my son was, like now he's like a young man, but when he was a kid, and he had the best thing that he loved was trading his little. You could trade the little guys with the workers, the little men. So he had his little collection, and he could trade if he saw one that was cute. Oh my God, he was running all over the place trading with everybody.
It's funny because I just today read an article about Lego designing. Gosh, if I could remember, what was it? It was some famous, well-known architecture. Can't remember now, but it was maybe somebody will know. Who knows? Well, the green, it
Is it
depends on
this?
the size of your cookie. Now, look at this. This cookie, it's pretty small, so
Did he smoke a joint? Oh, she's frozen.
you
What's happening? And hello? And
am I gone?
no, I see.
Okay, I'm gonna see. I think I forgot to set up this. So let's see if I can do that.
Oh,
Okay, am I back? Am I back? Do you see me?
I see your chair. Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. My apologies. Sorry. I'm back. See, I had a beautiful witch.
Cushion.
Yeah, well, it's actually I won that in a giveaway years ago. It's handmade. It's a pillow. Sorry about that, folks. So I'm going to pick this up. So about the drying time. So I would say, oh, I'm resilient. I don't get lost. I'm back. So if you introduce air, like if you use a fan, gone again. Do you see me? I don't know. You can't have
I
that
see you.
quiet.
I see you. You're a little bit choppy, but I see you. Your hands are perfect.
What's happening here? All
It's
right, so I'm
fine.
gonna do the scarf. I'm not using red. I'm using pink because I can use pink, So that's why I'm using pink.
I mean,
Yes,
blood
I
is
can't
red.
hear anything you're saying.
Oh no.
Are you complimenting me? Blood is red. Yes, I know, but
But that's not
it's
blood.
pink.
The cut.
His blood is very thin down with. So now I think the eyes are crusted. So I'm going to what? I don't know what's happening. We are having quite. I'm freezing. Can you? Okay, so I'm just gonna continue. Oh, I'm frozen. Can you see anything?
You're all good.
Oh, he's anemic. Thank you, Jennifer. That's it. That's it. Um, can you see anything? It would
Yes.
not be live without technical issues. Yes, exactly. But I haven't had technical issues in a year, and I don't know what's going on. Hello? You can use. I can't.
It's fine. You can.
Do you want to go? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know what. Okay, well,
I don't. Oh, I'm frozen. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue, but I'm frozen on my end. Oops. Oh, now I'm messing up here. I'm totally frozen. I don't know what's happening. Why is it happening? Okay, now do the we can do the eyelids. Oh, that's weird. I only see myself moving. I don't see anything else moving. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and continue then. And I don't see my little guy turning, but okay, it's weird. I'm glad you are enjoying it. So I'm going. Oops, can't see in the dark here. All right, so I'm doing the eye here. Now with the scribe, you want to agitate the icing and shape it. Hmm. Okay, it's weird. Oh, now I can see a delay. That's weird. It must be my internet connection. Sorry, guys. Always something, right? Okay, so this is one happy Frankenstein. To-do. All right, guys. So that's it for me. Here's the Frankenstein cookie. You could also, if you wanted to make him a little happy fella, you could add some color to the cheeks if you wanted to.
super cute, Han. Can you hear me? No? So weird.
Okay, Mar, do you want to take
I will.
a leap of faith and do your bit today? Okay. All right. Are you there?
I am there.
I don't know why I can't hear you. All right. Thanks, guys.
So, Han, I'm just going to write her a little
I can hear
message.
you. It's very muffled.
Okay, so I'm
I'm not
going
sure
to
what's going
today.
on.
So today, every so often, if you guys have been watching the live streams for a few weeks, or a few months, I should say, I occasionally do these kind of like inspiration, days where I kind of give you guys some ideas. And so since the holidays are really very, very soon, today we're going to talk a little bit about some inspiration.
Oh, I'm back.
It's better. So that's it. I told her to leave and come back.
Yes.
So as most of you have a dollar store, a similar type of store, and right now with Halloween is 5 days or something, 4 days away. They've already, most of these places have their Christmas stuff up. So if you're planning on making cookies, selling cookies, gifting cookies, now is when you want to go. Selection is the best right now. So this is when you want to go. So you're going to see all kinds of tins like this. They have all kinds of different packaging. I didn't have a whole lot in my house, so I got a Halloween one here. So this one is actually like a cardstock, and you see here you could easily make a cookie with this all in orange. So when they open it, they get the rest of the skeleton. So this is just an idea, and you could make a template. But right now what we're looking at here is this tin, which is a little, here, I took a picture so that I could show it a little bit better. So here it is. It's a little mailbox, and you see it has the little sign and everything. And so you can get this little tin, and you look at the tins with your cookie brain, like what you could make. Some of the designs are just not doable. They're just too much. So the point of this is to make the design into a cookie so that when they open the tin, they get a cookie that matches. So this is like me drawing it. So as you can see there on the screen, I use my iPad to trace the photo. So I'm tracing the photo there, and I'm just really recreating the design exactly. You could do this with tissue paper, tracing in black marker, and make your template that way. And then once you've got the design, here I'm going to go into my Silhouette Studio and show you guys. So I cut all my templates and stencils using Silhouette. You could do it also with a Cameo. And now I'm just going to go and share my screen. So there it is. You guys can, oh, hold on, I have to hide this picture. So there's my Silhouette screen, and now I'm just going to get my art that I drew. Hold on, I've got too many things open. I can't see the bear. Okay, so I'm just dragging the bear in there, and there it is. And so there he is, and I'm going to go, there's a little butterfly there. I'm taking that, select trace area, and I'm just selecting that. And if you notice, I'm just going to re-show you, when I design, I make the design black and I make my lines white. If you draw the thing white and make black lines that are not filled, like you see, like this is all filled. If I had just an outline, you end up with double lines. So this way you get single lines. You don't have to erase a bunch of stuff. Anyway, so there it is. So now I do trace, and then let's delete the art, and there is my design. Now you want to measure the tin because you need those cookies to fit inside the tin. And then once you've got them the correct size, you can cut your template. Here, let me just adjust. So the height here, if you lock, there's a little lock there, you can lock it. And then it, when you adjust, let's say the height, I want them, let's say at 3 inches, well, it will automatically adjust the width, and it won't make them wonky. So I'm going to zoom in here. Wait, where is he?
Michelle is asking if this is this Procreate. Are you tracing in Procreate?
I am tracing in Procreate, but right now I'm in Silhouette Studio. So this is the program to cut the design. Okay.
You have a step-by-step tutorial somewhere about the silhouette, right? You have that.
I do, and I have them. They're in the group. So here's the bear. Okay, and I did design this as a stencil. I'm always thinking how to, once you've got the template so that you can easily use it to make your, decorate, add your guidelines. So I like to add my guidelines with my.
Bobby is asking, how do you make it black going into the program to get the white lines? I feel like this may be one of the technical keys I've needed.
So when I'm drawing in Procreate, is that what you're talking about in Procreate?
How do you make it black going into the program to get the white line? How do you?
Well, I'm drawing in black. So that's how I get it black. Like I'm painting in black and then drawing in white. So we can rewatch the video here. I'm drawing in black, you see? So that's how my finished drawing is black. And then when I add my other little elements, like now that I'm drawing them in black, but I just then fill, it's a computer program, so it's easy to switch the color to white, and there's my design, okay? So now I'm gonna go back to so now I've got, this guy here is the decorating template, and this is my cookie template. Now here, there's a tool, it's the offset tool, and I'm taking it, and so that, you see how it bumped out there? Well, that is to give you a little bit more kind of like space for the cookie part. So we can see here, if I color it so that you can get a visual of what I'm talking about. So let's make it cookie colored. Is this cookie colored? Kind of. And then this one here, if we make it in, let's say we make the brown, he's white actually. So here, let's make them like that. And you can see essentially this is what it would look like. You'd have the icing there, and that's your cookie design, okay? And so then once you've got it sized and everything, you can send it to be cut, and I cut my template in cardstock so that I can use it to hand cut my dough. And obviously, if you have a 3D cutter printer, a lot of people have them now, you could cut a cookie cutter or print a cookie cutter. Usually I don't find that it's that like that much work to hand cut. If you have an X-Acto or a pen blade, you can work pretty quickly. So is there another question here? Are you tracing the picture in Procreate? I am, but you could use tissue paper. If you want, you could take a picture of it with your camera, and then when you print it, let's say you don't have a lot of tech, most people have a computer and a printer, take a picture of it, and then you can print it, and then when it comes out, if it's like super big, well then you can, when you press print, you can usually do a scale, print 50%, 25%, and you can kind of like, obviously 50% is half the size, 25% is a quarter of the size, and you can kind of print a template that way. Okay. Thank you, Joseph. Glad you're liking that. So here. Yeah, Procreate is really fantastic to do all this stuff.
So is there a way to make the cut lines thicker in Silhouette?
Yes, I'm going to show you that in a second. Okay, I'll show you that in a second.
Hi, Darren.
So now we've got the bump out right there, you see? And so the cut lines, is this what you're talking about, June? Like the lines that essentially will be getting airbrushed? So what you can do there, let's say we zoom in, okay? And I'm in, like zoomed in. And so this would be the line to do his belly. So this is the belly kind of outline, okay? So if I double click, you see how it gets, like it's all the little information points.
The projector, yes.
So I can simplify. You see, I just simplified it and essentially took away all the noise. And I just got the meat of it, what I really need. And so you can, if you want to just do a quick tweak, you can widen it like that. You can literally go into the little cube and widen it, or you can do exactly what I did with the bump out before, and somehow this all got skewed. Here, let me move this back here. You can also, with the bump out thing, take out like little parts, like the eyes. The eyes are very small, they're not going to cut well. So I can actually do the offset on the eye, adjust it, that's too big. You see? So now it's like just that little bit bigger, and I can delete the center one. Again, offset. Sometimes when I'm making templates, I'll delete one of the eyes and use like the same eye twice. Duplicate it so that the eyes are exactly the same. So there you see I made the eyes a little bit bigger. Is that what you wanted to know, June? I love my Silhouette. Do you use it, Joanne? All right, so now we've looked at that, and now I want to show you this picture here. So I'm just going to get, stop sharing. I'm going to stop that. I'm going to show you another picture. So now I've cut the thing, and I want to see, look at him. He's in the bottom of the tin. That's actually a photo of the template in the bottom of the cookie tin. And you want to do that before you make cookies to make sure the guy is going to fit in there. Now this tin would need probably, 10 cookies. If you don't want to make 10 cookies, well, you can put in some paper shred in the bottom, and then when you wrap it in the cello and put ribbon, and then you can
have cookies. No, you could have maybe just one bear, and then inside you could have snowflake cookies or whatever.
Exactly, because if we look, you see it's covered in snowflakes. So this is kind of like, if you need a template, it's a pretty basic design, that snowflake, but let's say you wanted a template, you can just do like some reference points. You see how I made those dots, and then you can, draw your triangle. So there, that's that. So
are you going to actually decorate this cute little bear?
I'm not, because yeah, today.
No, I mean later. Well, let's do a different. Okay.
So I just want to show you. So here is that template. So this is what I would use.
You do have it printed. Okay.
I did cut it. So here it is. I'm not going to put it in the tin because of the angle of the camera. It's really difficult to show you guys. That's why I took this photo. So you can see it fits perfectly. You want to give yourself some wiggle room. The cookies expand during baking, and also the packaging and all that. You don't want to have anything in there like super tight that you know, you can't even, the thing can't even move in there. And then this would be the decorating guidelines. So once my cookies are baked, I could lay this on top of the cookie and I'll be able to airbrush and I'll get instantly my decorating guidelines, okay?
You could use this on a cake. I can see this being on a cake. You know what I imagine? Having the bear around the cake, like because his arms,
Yes, yes, yes.
like having the airbrush, having him around the.
So again, here, I just want to show you. So you could find online, let's say, you know, a similar looking skeleton and then do the rest, you know? So when you'd open it, you'd have an orange cookie, try to match the liner, and then you'd have a matching thing. Some other inspiration. Here it's like, is it pixelated?
Are these donuts and Christmas trees, or is this a wreath?
It's a wreath. So this is Christmas ribbon. Here, let me try to zoom in here. Let me go back and oh, is it in? Because it was like pixelated. Is that better?
Yeah, we are having issues.
And we're hardwired. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so you're matching your cookies to the ribbon, and so they're very simplistic designs. It's just a Christmas tree with like, you know, swirly white lines, nothing super elaborate. And then here, I had shown this ribbon actually last year. It's just a deer, you know, like
deer, yes, Rudolph.
Yeah. And then here's another one, very pretty basic.
Oh, I have a similar one like that. Or maybe the same one.
So sometimes you don't necessarily have to match the design exactly, but you can certainly match the colors.
Oh, thank you, Byron.
Sharon, I would leave it a week without a problem.
I would leave mine meringue powder based for a month, but I store mine now in the fridge because I prefer so it doesn't separate as much in the fridge. But with the meringue powder, I have no problem for a month.
So now I'm going to show something I show all the time. We're going to show the ribbon. So this is, again, more Christmas prep. So these are, they're twist ties. So inside here, there's a steel wire. And you can pick these up in a variety of colors. And so I'm folding it to find the center. You can purchase your ribbon. I try to buy my ribbon the year before because ribbon is quite expensive, so it's nice to get it discounted.
It's very nice. It has like an Asian vibe to me for some reason.
Yes, yes. So you can purchase your ribbon half off at the end of the season. And like, for example, at the end of Christmas, you can buy red ribbon for Valentine's Day. And like right now, if you see orange jelly beans half off from Halloween, you can use the orange jelly beans to make your snowman cookies. Halloween, I don't do a whole lot myself. Nobody comes to trick or treat at my house.
I don't think we'll do anything this year. I don't know. I don't think we'll do much. Oh yes, Heather, I'm very hungry. Yes, donuts, and that's what I saw. I saw donuts. I don't know. Yes.
So I'm just going to show you guys how to make your ribbons. So if you need to make ribbons to wrap your cookies, if you do it on the bag the day of, it takes so long. Right now, you could start making your Christmas ribbons right now. So you take the ribbon, you see, and I've done like kind of like those, like the ribbon that Han did, you know, the awareness ribbons. So yes. I'm just like that. And usually I don't cut it before, but in this case, it was a piece of scrap. So now once I've got it like this, I take the back part and I hold it with my finger, and then I can fold basically what will be the two loops. I fold that in half and I'm holding it with one hand. Okay, it's a little bit of a like dexterity trick. They sell contraptions to help you do it. So now I've put my wired twist tie.
Yeah.
And you see it, it's like that. So this is the front. Where the fold is the front of the bow. And then you're pulling the bow towards that corner, and then you twist in the back. And when you twist in the back, you're sealing the bow, holding its shape, you see? So when I pull it apart now, I'm going to be able to kind of like reshape it.
I'm just curious. So is this what your method is? Or is this what it's called?
I don't know the technical term, but there is some wood stuff to kind of build. I've seen it done on forks as well with a fork. Anyway, so then you've got this that you can just quickly attach to your bag, and you're going to be able to have pretty bows. Your children even can help you, because a child cannot help you. You, like a young kid, cannot help you tie bows on your cookies and have them look, but they can certainly twist this on the back. You know, if you've got child labor at the house you want to utilize.
So I guess this is called Bodabra, like abracadabra. It's done.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so once you've got all your, you can do this while you're watching TV. Once you've got your measurement, and so then you kind of know how big you want your loops. Like, be mindful, if this is hanging really low, it's hiding your cookie. So you want to think about that. And
Okay, so this is a different method. It's not the 3-finger method, which I was saying. Okay.
yes, I'm doing it with no tools, basically. But it's a little tricky. If you've got dexterity issues, it can be problematic. With a ribbon that's larger like this, I can actually do it. I won't cut it, but I'll show you guys. So when you have a larger ribbon like this, and especially this ribbon has the wire in it too.
Oh yeah, I see. Don't tell me it doesn't look like a donut. Okay, it looks totally like a
It does
donut.
look like a donut.
It does
And
look
so
like a donut.
you can easily, I'm holding it, and this is a much larger ribbon. So all the ribbons right now are at the Michael's and the dollar store. Like I say, selection is at its top right now. If you want to get all your ribbons, let's say all the same, well, now's when you have to go, because if you wait, then it's all, you're going to get all different kinds. You see, and look, the bow's done. And you see, like, it's all the same color. And then once it's made, then, and you like it, you can cut it. Because if you cut, then you're only getting one cut. You don't have a lot of scrap. You know, if you're cutting and then making your bows, you're going to end up with waste. This way, it's minimal waste, you know?
Thank you, Joseph.
This is a bit big for a cookie, but you could put this on the side of a gift bag or something like that. And the last thing, what time is it? The last thing I wanted to show you guys. So this year they've talked about, I don't know if you guys are hearing, prices of gas are going to go up. Everything is going to go up.
Yes, for sure.
So, you know, this is the
year. I've heard that the States is expecting second wave of toilet paper shortage.
Really?
That's what I've heard. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't want anyone to go and buy all the toilet paper, but that's what
I don't know.
That's what I read.
So we've looked at utilizing inexpensive packaging, using the ribbon technique so that you can kind of work more efficiently. And now the last thing I want to talk about, like I said, the price of everything is going up, and we're going to have to be a little frugal maybe this Christmas. So it's maybe this year, if you haven't done it in the past, is to look at your cookie cutters with different eyes, you know, and see about Franken-Cookie. So Franken-Cookie is using multiple 2 or more cookie cutters to make more, like another shape. And so here, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to grab them out of the freezer.
That's a really nice bow you have there. Very nice.
Nice bow.
Nice bow cookie cutter there.
So
what are you guys doing for Halloween? Let us know in the comments. Do you have any plans? Are you dressing up? What are you going to be? Are you going to scare people, or are you going to trick-or-treating? Do you have enough candy in the house? What's going on? Let us know in the comments.
So ideally, when you do Franken-Cookie, your cookies are chilled. Now, these are frozen, a little bit too hard, actually. But what happens when you're working with a frozen cookie, this is, you see, it's not moving. It's a solid, right? Stuff that's frozen is a solid. So when you're trying to piece things together, ideally you're working with frozen cookies, because when then you piece them together, they don't get all wonky and weird. And so it actually looks very polished once baked. So here I want to incorporate the bow at the top of this ornament. And you could use just a regular circle. I just so happen to have the ornament. And so if your cookies are too frozen, you just let them sit out a little bit. And then the steel cutter, this is not ideal for a 3D type cutter because you could damage them. But the steel cutters cut very well. And you see now I've got my solid I've got my solid bow, and then I push them together, and boom, I have a new shape.
Do you always freeze the Franken cookie?
I do, because this is the way to get the most polished fit. Like the cookies look like they were essentially cut as one.
Mm-hmm.
And so once you've got it like this, so you want to, a couple of things, you want to roll them at the same thickness, and then you can bake them. I sometimes will put water, and the other thing you can do if you want with your leftover, if you have a little bit of leftover dough, you can kind of squish it in there. But usually once it bakes, it re-expands, and you see the fit, it's not this side, it's this side. And so then it fits perfectly. And the other thing, ideally, you want to have, like, you see the points here? This is going to give you a better Franken cookie than if I had taken the round and cut the bow.
Mm.
Then you see it kind of like becomes like a puzzle in there, as opposed
Because
to
you have a, you would then it creates an outline for your bow. Then you would have to be like second
yes.
guessing where to kind of.
But when you cut, let's say this, it tends to pull away from the circle. Instead, here it's like it's puzzled in. So it's just
Yes, yeah, I see what. Yeah, I guess you mean like it would almost become slightly misshaped because
yes.
of it.
Well, when it bakes, it tends to just like pull away a little bit once
Yes.
it's on the outside. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to give you some inspiration for the coming holidays.
Fantastic. Oh, Joseph, you're gonna be Harry Potter. Awesome. That sounds really fun.
That's fun. Yeah, Harry Potter's a popular one. So you can't buy candy too far in advance of it.
Oh, I was asking how much candy they have. You can, well, you gotta hide it somewhere. I mean, you gotta have a hiding spot. Okay, can we like adjust this? Like, I have such a mess here.
No problem. So yeah, so that's it, guys. I'm going to obviously be decorating next week there, or on Friday. But
Friday,
I just wanted to.
on Friday.
Yeah, I did a similar live stream last holiday.
Everybody's loving it. Everybody's loving your inspiration behind, the things you bought and you are seeing everywhere. You can use that as an inspiration for your projects.
When you go to the dollar store, and then when you start doing this type of stuff, well, it's even more like sellable, like if you take your photos, let's say you take the time to make your kit, your photos, to promote your products. Obviously, if you get it all ready, you can have all your templates made in advance now, so that when Christmas, but you can take your beauty shots, your photos, and sell your kits, and people and it doesn't have
I mean,
to be
inspiration is everywhere. You really have to look like with the ornaments. Just look at the ornament section. If you go, I mean, it's like endless aisle of ornaments. So that's also an inspiration.
Absolutely.
All the wrapping paper inspiration. You just have to have your eyes open.
I really like the idea, though, like when your cookie is wrapped and you have the matching ribbon.
Yes, that is very nice.
It's like it looks very store-bought, even though it's homemade. You know what I mean? Like it gives it like a degree of professional.
Like, it also shows that you care. No, it also like
yes,
care about what you make. It's very nice. No, this was awesome, amazing work. Everybody is loving it. Thanks for joining us.
Glad you liked it. Hopefully, you guys have good stock at your dollar store.
Yeah, it looks very professional, Heather says. Yes.
So that's it. So put your cookie brain to good use.
So I think we are going to go full steam Christmas on Friday, no? What do you think?
Steam Christmas? Well, I've cut a bunch of Christmas cookies.
Yes, you have? Okay, excellent.
So I've got all kinds of stuff ready to go. And my cookie kit at Global Belly, the Halloween one actually has the Thanksgiving cookie project, and it has also a Santa. So it's the candy corn one. And
do you have it in here in the photos?
Do I have the picture? But first of all, I want to show this.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to hide.
I wanted to show the discount code right now for everything.
Global Belly is still running.
So that's 20% off. That's significant. And here are my holiday ones. And you can see there the combination candy corn, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, everything in one. And with the 20% off, I think it goes down to like, is it $50 or something? So you get like all your supplies for the holidays. And Han, where are yours? Is there more than this?
I have no. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I have obviously I have more fall ones down. If you scroll down, there's a popular marbled leaf fall one, and I also have Christmas ones. Christmas ones are there with a lot of different Christmas designs, and I'm hoping to bring more Christmas designs this year as well, so you guys can decorate with your family and.
Diana, you could try it. I don't know. Put it in the, put it in the cart and try. I mean, you can't hurt to
Yes.
try the,
Or you could also email them. They are really good about answering emails as well.
it's fast. I always just do that. I do a cart and test the code. That's what I do.
Yes. All right, guys. So thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see
We
you
are
on
coming
Friday.
back on Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Is this gonna be Halloween by then?
What?
Is it Halloween on Friday?
No, on Sunday.
On Sunday. Okay. Okay. See you then. Bye, guys.
Bye.